Loaded thesaurus of words for writers. Day 3, Part 2. Why am I doing a Part 2? There's still too many words. Alright, as I mentioned before, today I'm going to go ahead and talk about the synonyms between attractive, augur, and authority. Let's start off with attractive. Now, attractive here basically means you're going ahead and you find someone kind of lustful. You want to go ahead towards that someone or something. Alright, let's start this off. So firstly, our first synonym here is aesthetic. Aesthetic basically means you have a sense of attractiveness. Like, you know what is attractive and you know what isn't attractive. Then you have beguiling, and beguiling basically means you're going ahead and you're bewitching someone. When you're bewitching that person, you're going ahead and you're doing something weird. Then you have bucolic. Now when you're bucolic, that basically means you have some rural expressiveness, like something's expressing some ruralness. And then we have comely, and comely basically means you're going ahead and you're attracting someone. When you're comely, you're attracting that person. And then we have idyllic, and idyllic basically means you're going ahead and something's very, very ideal. So yeah, that's in the name, actually. That's in the name. And then we have meretricious, and this basically means you're attracting attention kind of inappropriately. You're attracting some unwanted attention that probably should not even be attracted as well too. Then you have pulchritudinous, and when something is pulchritudinous, that basically means you're going ahead and something is characterized by actual physical beauty. So that's what pulchritudinous actually means. Then we have statuesque. Statuesque basically means something is graceful, something looks beautiful, and that's good. And then we have winsome, and when someone's winsome, it basically means you're going ahead and you're charming someone into doing something. So you're charming that person. And then we have siren. So siren here basically means you are dangerously seductive. And when something is dangerously seductive, you know that's going to be a bad thing. And then we have captivate. Now, when you're captivating someone, that basically means you're going ahead and you're charming that someone. What you're saying captivating English actually means. And then we have enthrall. And enthrall basically means you're going ahead and you're enchanting someone. You're going ahead and luring them in. Going ahead and making them think you're a great, attractive person. And then we have entice. Entice basically means you're attracting someone and you're luring someone. And since you're attracting or luring that person, that's going to happen a lot. And then we have inveigle. And when you're inviting someone, that basically means you're going ahead and you're enticing or you're luring towards someone. So that's a good thing, technically. And now for the antonyms. So you have repugnant, what basically means something is very, very distasteful. So I'm gonna write repugnant in a repugnant way. This is the non-repugnant way, and this is the repugnant way. This is very distasteful, and you probably prefer the top one, don't you? And then we have repulsive, and when something's repulsive, that basically means that thing is very, very disgusting. And since that thing is very, very disgusting, well, it's kind of very repulsive. Alright, now for the synonyms of augur. Augur basically means you're going ahead and you're predicting the future. I can predict the future. I am the watcher. Okay, that makes me look weird. Let's start off with arcane. When something's arcane, that basically means something is very mysterious. It's very strange, it's very mysterious. Then we have auspicious. Now, when someone's auspicious, that basically means someone is very promising. When something's auspicious, that thing is very promising, such as Dr. Sean Murphy in The Good Doctor. Then we have inscrutable, and inscrutable basically means something is very mysterious. It's also very hard to understand, like code or the Enigma machine codes that Germans used. Then we have premonitory, and premonitory basically means you're indicating that something will happen. You're always indicating that that thing will happen. And then we have bellwether. Bellwether basically means it's an important factor in the outcome. So it's an important factor in the outcome. When something's the bellwether, it's the important factor that led to the outcome. It's like one of the things that caused the result. And then we have harbinger. Now, harbinger basically means it's a warning sign of the future. And since it's a warning sign of the future, you're going ahead and you're probably prepared right now. If you see the harbinger, that is. And then we have portent. And a portent is basically a sign of the future. It's a sign about something that will happen in the future. Now for the antonyms, when you're bellying someone, that basically means you're going ahead and you're contradicting that person. And then we have educe, and that basically means you're coming to a conclusion. And then we have misconstrue. When you're misconstruing something, that basically means you're going ahead and you're misinterpreting something. And now for the brain breaker, we have authority, where we basically have, let's see, 5 plus 9 equals 14, plus 3 equals 17, plus 2, and that equals 19. So get ready for 19 synonyms. I'm sorry for all those people who hate math out there, but this was necessary. Alright, next. For the first synonym, we have contumacious. Now, when something is contumacious, that basically means you're going ahead and you're not obeying something. So, of course, okay, I should probably mention that these are all the synonyms of authority. So, when you're contumacious, that basically means you're going ahead and you're disobeying authority. You're disobeying them. It doesn't matter if it's on purpose or if it's on accident. Then we have insubordinate. Now, when something's insubordinate, that basically means you're going ahead and you're failing to accept authority. You don't want to accept that authority, so you don't even accept it as well. And then we have magisterial. Magisterial basically means you have the qualities. You have the qualities of having authority. You're the perfect person to be the authority of someone or something. And then we have martial. Now, when something's martial, that basically means that thing is appropriate to war time. Like court-martial basically means you fire from the army or something like that. I actually still don't know what court-martials are. Someone explain that to me, please. Then we have officious, and officious basically means you're going ahead and you're asserting authority pompously. You're going ahead and you're asserting your authority or something, but probably a little bit too much. You're probably rubbing it in on others' faces a little bit too much. And now, speaking of which, then we also go ahead for the nouns. Now, what is a bureaucracy? A bureaucracy, basically, it's a kind of place where it's a concentration of power, where all power, all authority is concentrated on a certain amount of people, a certain number of people. Then we have fiat, which basically means it's an authoritative decree. It's an order, it's a decree, but then again, it's authoritative, it's official. Then we have hegemony, and hegemony basically means you have domination by a single nation. And since you have a domination by a single nation, that basically what the Nazis wanted to do in the olden days. Then we have hierarchy, and hierarchy it's basically this kind of structural ladder that goes ahead and explains and describes everything inside someone. It's the structure, it's the power system. Then we have judicature, and judicature basically means it's the authority of a court as the law. The court is judicature of the law. And then we have purview. Now, purview basically means it's the range of authority. When something's purview, it's how much authority they have. It's the range, how much authority they actually have. Then we have recuscancy, and recuscancy basically means you refuse to obey authority. And when you're going ahead and you're refusing to obey authority, well, you're going ahead and you're protesting against them. Protest. It's civil disobedience, which I will be making a video later. Then we have sedition, and sedition basically means you're going ahead and you're doing some actions that will go anti-authority. It's actions in rebellion that goes ahead and entices rebellion, and when you entice rebellion, you know what that happens. That means a coup is going to happen. And then we have suzerainty, and this basically means it's an unquestioned authority. It's a totalitarianism. It's something that goes ahead. It will be unchallenged for the rest of your life. And then we have arrogate. Now, arrogate basically means you're going ahead and you're taking control over an authority. You're going ahead and you're ousting someone from authority. You're kicking them out of their position of power. That's what arrogate means. And then we have depose, which also means kicking someone out of authority. In fact, you have to depose someone before you arrogate someone. And then we have usurp. And when you're usurping someone or something, you're going ahead and you're taking over something completely. Like how Venom did to Eddie Brock, and he took complete control whenever Venom actually goes out. But then again, their symbiotic relationship is actually pretty good. And finally, we have two antonyms. They are neglect, which basically means you're willfully neglecting something or something. You're neglecting yourself or something because you want to neglect that someone or something. And finally, we have lax. Lax just basically means you're not strict at all. You're like lenient, you're flexible, you're not strict at all. That's the perfect picture for most kids. And that is the end of Rhoda Thesaurus Awards for Writers, Day 3, both part 1 and part 2. So until next time, my beautiful viewers, why did I say that? Snun out. Peace. Bye-bye.